What's up, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Joy Division from the compilation Substance. Thank you again to Mr. Solo. And the next track in the playlist is Incubation. It's a term which is used in similar ways, though in some different contexts. It often refers to the keeping warm and thereby developing of unborn biological entities, either a bird sitting on eggs before they hatch, or the incubation of a fetus, say, before it is birthed in a live birth sort of context. It also can relate to viral incubation, which is when it's the period between when a virus infects someone and when they start to show symptoms. So the virus is incubating during that time. And in a related and yet very different context, there are psychological meanings to it, which is to say, if there's a subconscious thought process that is occurring beneath more active mind cognitive processes that are related to what someone is thinking or doing, like in the moment, then that subconscious strain of thought is said to be incubating because it hasn't started to show symptoms yet, so to speak. So any one of those concepts, I think, could be very fruitful ground for a song, and yet, of course, all of them might be completely irrelevant. So let's see what I can pick up on a first listen. This is Joy Division. The tune is Incubation, and it's included on the Substance compilation. So, all irrelevant in terms of there being actual lyrics, obviously an instrumental, but I suppose you could interpret it conceptually in the idea that the song itself is incubating, it is, going to produce something more active and perhaps lyrical, though it is the sort of germinal stage, it is gestating. Nevertheless, I enjoyed it. Again, it's another one that has kind of a post-punk feel to it. It has a bit of the like new wave, edgy sort of atmosphere. I will say also the guitar work in particular just has a very, intense, like rapidly pulsing type of sound to it, and it's in that way it feels like something's about to happen. There was an anticipation my brain had while listening to it. And yeah, again, it sounds more like a band song than a, synth pop keyboard type track. So it is interesting, people have talked about the evolution of Joy Division from the very earliest songs where, as I think people mentioned, they're kind of learning how to play their instruments and so on, to what eventually, I understand, will be a bit more of like a keyboard, new wave synth type of sound. But this also, I think, speaks to, number one, even if it's part of their evolution and development, also like a variety of a catalog. So it is cool to hear. And as I said, like even though this one was instrumental, I was thinking about the feeling that it gave me being not terribly far away from the title they gave the track. So an incisive and cleverly chosen title for an instrumental tune. In any case, I look forward to more Joy Division. Again, there's a lot of songs on this compilation, so we have a lot more to go, and I'll keep going through New Order. I'm not going to be doing a New Order in this batch, but I'll try to come back for them relatively soon, so watch this space, as they say. In any case, let me know what you think of this tune, and I will see you next time. Peace.